What's up? My name is Doug, the Bearded Outdoorsman. Welcome to another video. If you enjoy beard product reviews, gear reviews, action camera videos, then you have definitely come to the right channel. So today, we're going to be taking a little bit more of a look at the iZeeker iA800 action camera. And I'm going to give you my review. So, if you're interested, stay tuned through the intro. Alright guys, welcome back. So, like I said, we're going to be taking a look at the iZeeker iA800 action camera. Now, I did a first impression video on this camera. I'll put a card up top. You can go check that video out. But I've been testing it out and using it for a little while now and playing around with it. Now, this isn't going to be a tutorial video. This is going to be my review. I will have a few more videos with this camera coming up. So if you're interested in that, make sure to stay tuned. Make sure to hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for my channel. So this is the iZeeker. Now, it was sent to me for the purposes of doing an unboxing video and a review video. Now, I'm going to throw a little bit extra in there, and I'm going to go a deep dive in this camera like I have some of my other cameras. So this is, like I said, the iZeeker iA800. So it'll run you about $160. However, they have some major coupon deals on this camera over on Amazon. Now, I'll have a link in the description below. You can go check this camera out. But at one point, it was marked down, and there was a big coupon code. It was less than $100 at one point. So, yes, really good camera. Now, my initial impression, I haven't wavered. I have one con with this camera, and I wish it had a tripod mount on the bottom. Otherwise, it's got enough weight to it. It feels good. You know it's in your hand. You're not going to drop it. All right, so I really like this camera. It has a lot of functionality, and there's actually still some things that I'm trying to figure out and learn about this camera. But my overall review is I highly recommend it. It comes with 2 batteries. It comes with a remote. It comes with a waterproof housing. It itself is waterproof, but your waterproof housing is going to take you a good bit deeper if you are, say, in a swimming pool or at a lake or at the beach, whatever. The waterproof housing is going to take you deeper. Without the waterproof housing, you're only good to about 5 meters. With the waterproof housing, and that's about 16 feet. With the waterproof housing, you're good to about 130 feet. So if you're going snorkeling, if you're going scuba diving, you can use this camera. Battery life, I haven't had an issue. I'm still using the same battery that I put in it after I got the battery charged. So this is going to run you about a 2-hour battery charge, about a 2-hour battery life, just true to what they said on the listing. I've been running in 1080p, 30 frames per second, and I'm getting really good battery life. I haven't had to pull the battery out. They say 2 hours. I'm going to give it at least 2 hours, if not a touch more, running on 1080p. Now, their 2-hour time frame, that's probably stating a continuous runtime, but if you're turning it off and shooting periodically here and there, you probably gonna get a little longer than 2 hours. Now, like I said, it does come with 2 batteries. They are the bigger batteries. They are the 1350 milliamp. It will shoot from 720p all the way up to 6K. Okay, 6K you can shoot with this little camera, and then pictures will go up to 24 megapixels. Now, I'm gonna take a minute in a few minutes. I'm gonna take a minute and throw some pictures and videos, so make sure to stay tuned, because I'll throw some footage from this camera in there. It's got image stabilization, it's got noise reduction, it's got all that stuff that you want in an action camera. This goes to 160 degree wide angle. It does not come with a micro SD card, so just keep that in mind. I'll have a link to some of them in the description below. You can go check out the ones that I use. I'll have them in the description below. All right, so I wasn't a huge fan of this guy when I opened it out the box, but this is your housing if you want to mount it on a tripod without the waterproof housing. You just slide the back off, you slide your camera in like so. It is kind of a snug fit, but it slides in, pushes up like that, and then this goes on there. So, and it kind of clicks on and locks on. You have access to all your buttons. You have access to your shutter button, has access to your microphone, everything like that. You just can't open any of the ports, which is fine. It keeps everything closed, but it gives you the access to mount this to a tripod. There's plenty of accessories in your box to be able to take this and mount it to a tripod, so don't fret on that. You purchase this camera, all you'll need to purchase add-on is going to be your tripod, of course, because you won't have one. It doesn't come with a tripod, and your micro SD cards. The only thing I have a problem with this case is it limits your touchscreen. It makes it to where it's really hard to get to some of the buttons. So I'm gonna turn it on here and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So if you can see there, if it'll focus, you can see our camera screen here. It makes it really hard to get in here and touch. Now you just saw that I did, but it is still kind of, you have to reach in there and touch it, versus if it was just in your hand or on a tripod, it wouldn't be as difficult to hit those buttons. So that's my big critique on this. I think this could have been made a little bit better for a housing. It's not bad, it's growing on me, okay? I have used it, it's growing on me. I just think that you have a little bit better, you're restricted on your touchscreen by this case here. Is it doable? Of course it's doable, but you know what? I'm not a big fan. The concept is nice, but I'm not a fan of the final product. All right, so the concept of having a housing that you can click in, you can mount this to a tripod, you have access to all your buttons, you have access to your screen. I think a better layout of this back piece here that clicks off, I think a better layout of this would give you more access to your screen. Your touchscreen is not as big as the camera, so they could have done something to hold that camera in place without needing to go that wide. That's just my thought. Overall though, the camera, we won't talk about the accessory aspect, but the camera itself, I'm a huge fan. So I do highly recommend the camera. So if you are interested, if you're in the market for an action camera that's a budget friendly, not one of the 2 or 3 bigger name brands that cost a lot more than this, then this is definitely a good start, something to start with, and you won't be disappointed. I mean, it'll do everything you want it to do, point and shoot, to doing videos, to using one of these housings and mounting it on a tripod, going underwater, all that kind of stuff. You can buy some accessory kits that give you a lot more accessories. I'll have a link to one of those in the description as well. So stay tuned. I'm fixing to click over. Let me click over and go ahead and show you some footage, and I'll be back in just a minute. All right guys, so we are shooting at 1080p, 30 frames per second with image stabilization, and we're running on selfie mode. I'm doing this handheld. I do not have a tripod mounted to it. I'm doing it handheld. So there you go. So 1080p. We'll change the setting in just a second and show you what else we're working with. All right guys, well, you could see that footage is pretty amazing. It does some really cool cool shots and cool, I mean, it just captures really good images. It's a really good camera, so definitely go check it out. Link will be in the description below. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, make sure to hit subscribe, and yes guys, well, you saw the footage, so you make the determination if you think this camera will be good for you. It does some amazing pictures, videos. It really has some really good quality to it, so go check it out. Link will be in the description below, as well as some accessories, so you can go check those out. Make sure to hit that thumbs up, make sure to hit subscribe if you found any of this helpful, and yeah, so check out the videos that'll be in the end screen. It might be something that'll interest you, so make sure to check those out. And until next time, stay bearded, get outdoors, and God bless.